Okay, y'all, I'm over here in Memphis, Tennessee again. I'm over here with, what's your name, man?
Jay Stop.
Okay, so we over here in, what area of Memphis are we in right now?
This is Castalia, South Memphis, 1900 block. You got Magnolia, across the train tracks, and then on down there on Airways. That's the map, Bethel Road.
Okay, so in, are you from this area?
Yeah, born and raised.
Okay, so what can you tell people about this area, this neighborhood? What is it like over here?
Castalia, for a long time, has been known as just basically like a distribution, because you know Kellogg's right around the corner. But famous for the Black Hood, famous for Young Dolph. I mean, a lot of folks know who Young Dolph is. It's a lot of upcoming artists like Sean B coming out of here, Bellini, Black Flag Movement, and really, it's really been known for getting into it back then with LMG. Back I want to say probably the 90s, early 2000s, and we had some of the dudes from I want to say Memphis mob that ran the building around the corner. So they also had some shit going on. You know, they known for the weed, gang activity. This shit heavy as hell over here. And you know, they shut down the yellow brick apartments that was around the corner. A lady that was pregnant ended up getting killed, and they shut it down. So every now and then they close the apartments all the way down, and then they reopen them back up. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of shit that go on there.
Where are those apartments at that you just mentioned?
Them apartments are actually back toward this way, right here near Carver.
Let's walk out of the sound of this, because that's gonna be all in it. Like people always ask me about like talking about the gangs and stuff in the area. What I mean, as far as much as you can say, what type of gang activity is over here?
You got majority GDs and Vice Lords, but you know you got Christian Bloods. You know Memphis in specific, South Memphis known for GDs and Vice Lords all throughout the neighborhood and shit. But you'll catch a whole lot of GDs and Vice Lords in the hood. You know what I'm saying? And then you know how Memphis is now. Everything is like it's much more family than it is gangs and organizations. So that's what you get when you come through.
Okay, now do you like living over here, or would you rather live somewhere else?
I love it here.
Okay.
I love it here more than I love it anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like me growing up over here.
Okay.
You get accustomed to shit, you know what I'm saying, compared to what other motherfuckers have been through. You know, like a lot of folks end up moving out the hood. I stayed in here, you know what I'm saying, because I want to be a part of the rebuilding the community. Well, what I got going on, I do music and shit, so you know.
Okay, so how has this area changed, like as far as like say 15 years ago?
Shit, a lot. Because when I was younger, the park, like for instance, all this right here, all this was up. You know what I'm saying? Like the laundromat, the game room, all the apartments was open. A lot of apartments done been closed down. These two stores was open. You know what I'm saying? They still ran by the same families and shit, but you know, a lot of shit closed down. A lot of people move out. A lot of people get killed. All that type of shit. So, you know, with it, you see a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? So.
Have you ever been involved in any of the gang activity at any point, or anything that you can mention, or you don't want to talk about?
I mean, I mean, you know, growing up in Castalia, you always end up becoming a part of something. Now, me personally, I never ended up in the gang, but I've interacted and been around it. You know what I'm saying? All of them know me, know what's up. So, you know, they show love. They respect somebody that stand on their own more than they do somebody that stand with 100 people. You know what I'm saying? But some people do it because, you know, the family, and then some people do it for protection. Some people do it because that's the lifestyle they live, they like it, so they grab hold to it. Me personally. In my lifetime, I've been around some shit, man. Niggas done got robbed. Motherfuckers got their ass beat a lot over here. You know, shootouts that happen over here. I was just so happy to been around them type of scenarios and shit. Luckily, I ain't been scratched. I got robbed before over here too.
So you got robbed before?
I got robbed over here before and jumped too. From some, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times when they know you from over here, they not gonna, you know, you don't have no cars. There's always niggas outside on the other side of the hood. That's my spot.
What's the worst part of Memphis? Is it over here?
And it just depends on what you mean when you say the worst part. Man, y'all gotta get my aunt, man. She the best cook in South Memphis.
Okay.
She'll tell you, look, that's the best. She'll tell you about Castalia more than I can.
She said she don't want to be on
Now, she don't want to be on no camera.
The most common issue.
Ah, yeah.
Okay.
I'm a cash app. I need some burgers.
Okay. Something we call
So, yeah, it's just like...
But yeah, so
my husband, Dr. Burr.
how do Memphis? I was up in Nashville.
I meant to ask you a question. Worst neighborhoods, I think, I want to say back in the 90s, I'm going to say LMG over here was bad as hell. North Memphis, I'm going to say probably Fraser, the Bay. North Memphis, Fraser, like the Bay, that shit bad as hell. East Memphis, I'm going to say probably like Kirby area, like the East really coming up when it comes to like activity. I'm going to say Sheffield. That's a bad area over there, you know.
Okay. And so the one I hear a lot about, like probably mostly overall, as far as like in the comments on the videos that I see, is people talking about the mound. Now the mound, that's part of the south side, right?
Yeah, like the mound is well, yeah, you can call it the south, but we don't call it the south in South Memphis. Like the mound is its own thing.
Oh, okay.
So that's just like you saying Whitehaven is South Memphis. Really, it's not, because they claim that they their own community. So they say the mound is just the mound. I'm gonna say the mound bad as hell. The mound been bad for a long time, from Bun Street to Zone 6 Pendleton Place. Trying to think of some other motherfuckers like I can't lie to you. Four-way, Robin Hood, apartments, all this shit. You know what I'm saying? The mound stretches out, so it's a lot of apartment complexes, a lot of parts.
Now, is it like when you mentioned like whatever gang activity goes on here, is it the same activity or gang on the north side and the south side, or is that different, or what?
Nah, it just depends, cause like I said, it just depends on where you coming from when you saying it, cause South Memphis and North Memphis is not the same. Me growing up in Castalia is just like, you gonna see much more shit in comparison to like some shit popping off. North Memphis is a little different. Like they hustle, but that's all they do. They with the shit now. South Memphis on the other hand, it's a little different when it comes to like how we hustle and shit. And North Memphis, I'm gonna put it like this: if you go to North Memphis and you go to South Memphis, everybody in North Memphis know each other, but they treat each other like they don't know each other. South Memphis, on the other hand, we treat each other like we know each other. Most of the time when some shit go down, I can't say for like how in Chicago and Detroit is, but most of the time, whoever you into it with in Memphis or South Memphis is somebody you know, because y'all got a personal vendetta against each other. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We used to run the streets over there. They had the gates put up. Well, we used to knock the gates down and run through them.
Right. So now, what is it like as far as some of the communities in Memphis and the police force? Is it major problems in the police force?
Yeah. I mean,
as far as against the community?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm gonna put it like this: when it comes to Memphis, it's like the police ain't as with the shit as other places, but shit, for the most part, it do be sometimes.
Oh, okay. Cause like, and they were just saying, you know, I know in some places, like, but lately, the police kind of like eased up because of the whole COVID thing. Cause I guess they want to come in contact with as few people as possible. so they did a lot more stuff slide that they probably wouldn't have done in the past.
Yeah, for the most part. But like I said, police down here is kind of like, they don't be. It be laid back for the most part, you know what I'm saying?
So what were you saying about your personally what you do with your music producing, and talk about that for a minute, and what do you do?
You said me personally, I record, producer, and I also sing. So you know, I do all aspects of music. And I got a clothing line that I got, you know what I'm saying? So all that rooted from me being and living here.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Based off of the stuff that I've been around and the stuff that I done been in situations in, made me want to change and do better. But don't get me wrong, you know, it's still like how everybody think down here, you know what I'm saying, you can be out the way. That's how, you know, that's a Memphis motto. I'm out the way. You know what I'm saying? I'm out the way. I ain't trying to get no bullshit, but the mentality come out, you know, we'll get with it real quick.
Right.
I grabbed hold to a lot of people in the street that fucked with us because house went around. I stayed with my mom, you know, we used to get into it a whole lot. So I used to rip and run the streets. And I used to always get respect because I was always being myself. I used to get respect from the dope boys, gangbangers and shit like that. And them people are the same people that taught me, you know what I'm saying, how to be better.
Right. So, what like, how do people, what's your social media where people can get in, look you up or whatever?
You can look me up on the J Star Forever, JAYSTAR, FOREVER. And this right here is La Paloma and Cobb. So, I used to get off the bus here. When I tell you that this shit used to be so motherfucking crazy right here. That spot down there and this right here is basically where we knew when we hit this corner, when me and my cousins hit this corner, where you could see everybody outside, literally everybody outside. They was either sitting on a piece of the woods like this right here, and sitting on the top. You can come through here at times, and you can get you some weed like just like that. Walk clean through, tell them what you want, and they going about their business. But shit done changed so much.
Now, what's up with them those cameras? They got them all over the place in Memphis. I know, like in Detroit, they got them in a lot of the gas stations and business, and they got like a 4K capability, and they feed right to the police station.
Yeah.
Is that how they do here too?
Yeah, like, you know.
They call it the green light program in Detroit.
Yeah, see, like down here it's like, you know, they got, I guess these things, I don't know what the fuck them things like exactly is, but I know they got them down here on the far end right here, on down this way. So they got it wrapped around our neighborhood because, like I said, it's a lot of shit that be going down over here.
Additional things you want to put out there, you want to add or something?
Shit, for the most part, like I said, man, y'all, this is just a little small. I know he got his YouTube, man. Y'all make sure y'all keep supporting this man, like for real. Because he's doing something that a lot of people would be afraid to do, to reach out in different hoods and make some shit shake. Especially interviewing motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Because it's hard to trust somebody down here in Memphis to do an interview without you, man. Some shit popping off, real talk. Because some shit could pop off at any minute. Especially with us being in here. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, I know out of all of the cities, you know, that I visited, the ones to me that seem the most ruthless are, well, I mean, I'm from Detroit. That's one of them. I would say Chicago, Atlanta, Memphis, Washington D.C., and Miami. Kind of. I ain't been in Miami too much, but I'm gonna make another trip down there. But
Miami hot down there too.
Yeah, but they kind of one of them too. Yeah, you know, and it's a few more. Baltimore, I forgot about them.
Yeah,
Baltimore for real.
Philly fucked up too.
Yeah, Philly, Baltimore, Newark, New Jersey.
You been to Jackson, Mississippi?
Yeah, Jackson. I only been there like once or twice. I ain't been in Jackson too much, but yeah, they kind of ruthless down there too.
Clarksdale, Mississippi.
Oh yeah, that's a little small place, but they get it in down there too.
From what I'm told, somebody died every day down there.
Yeah, Clarksdale is kind of wild, but